Yeah, smile, man.
I'm smiling, man. Nothing to goddamn smile about, man.
Say what? Say what? Goddamn thing. It's the GOAT Coach T Flow.
And it's your boy, Sean the Pod, Don.
And welcome to the BROvsBRO Podcast Special Edition. Bro, what's happening, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, don't act like that, man. You know, it's a roll tide affair, man. The Georgia puppies came to Tuscaloosa and got that thing put on their ass, man. I mean, you know, there's a lot of hype going into this game. You know, Georgia number 2. You know, Georgia going for a national championship again. Kirby Smart gonna give Ken DeBoer an introduction to the SEC, and things did not quite work out that way for your Bulldogs, man. Damn, get me some pip. I got me some pip in there somewhere. But before we get started, man, we are going to bring our cousin, Mr. Mad. What's called Mr. Mad 19. We're gonna bring Mr. Mad on, man. You know, it's always great when we have family because the BROvsBRO podcast, it started off. This is our second year in production. It started off as a family affair. Buck, Jamie, Craig, Julius. So it's always been about the brothers and the bros. And today we are bringing on Mr. Mass himself. Mr. Mass, what's up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing? I am Mr. Mass, but he keeps referring me to me as Jamie. It's the same person, just letting you know.
That's my little cousin Jamie, man.
How many years are you older than me?
I'm way older than you, Jamie.
I'm 47, man.
Shit, I'm about 6 years old.
That nigga 53.
Yeah, I'm older than you, Jamie.
Nigga 50.
No. Hey, man, stop calling me the N-word, man. I already had to goddamn almost take off on somebody at work for keep calling me the N-word, man.
A brother?
A black guy. Yeah, he spazzed out, man. Just kept calling me
well, you know
N-word,
what? You have told. You
be doing that shit too.
Last night he was doing it when he was going live.
Exactly. He's doing all that humping the ground and all that old crazy shit.
Talking crazy.
Look at his live. Look at his Facebook live.
I took it down. It's still up. I thought I had to take it down. I looked at this boy. I said, "Boy, you were all." I said, "Boy, you was all what?"
I like to look at it. I like to look at his training skits because he's a amateur.
Man, don't say that, man. Shot a 4.0 fit, man. But look, man, I wrote some because this is a special edition of the BROvsBRO podcast. This is all things Alabama and Georgia, man. That's
no. You gotta add one more thing.
No,
what that?
Michigan.
Well, we ain't talking about no Dion. I mean, we can talk about Dion at the end.
No, I'm not.
Get your hand out the screen.
Georgia. I'm not an Alabama nor Georgia.
We're definitely not talking about Michigan, bro.
Nigga, you gotta address us as champions. Until y'all dethrone us, you ain't nobody. You just a team that beat Georgia and got.
Well, you know what? You're right, because Georgia and Michigan do got something in common. You're right. Both y'all took an L. We undefeated. So yeah, I don't even know who the hell y'all.
But who the last team to beat you?
We lost last year. We ain't lost no game this year.
No, you lost. You lost the first game of this year.
No, Alabama ain't lose no game this year. We undefeated.
Alabama, talk to him.
This season. We have lost no game this season.
2024.
I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about this season right here.
Okay, this season because you got beat and we put a nigga in retirement, and we also beat and we also beat Alabama's new coach too. All within a 2-month time period. Hell to the victory.
I mean, that was last season, man. We talking about this season right here.
Okay, exactly. And this season, y'all have not got a championship yet. Y'all ain't no champions yet. Ain't the end of the season.
Hey man, that's old news, cuz.
And like
that's
Kirby
old
Smart,
news.
And like
nobody's
Kirby
talking
said,
about that.
And like Kirby Smart said when them Bulldogs walked off the field, and I got respect for them. We'll see them again. And walked off.
No, they got to run through a gauntlet, but I don't know if they're gonna see us again.
Georgia gonna be there at the end of the year, dog. They gonna be there.
Shit.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we're gonna start off, guys. We're gonna talk about the rankings coming in, and then we're gonna go into the struggles in past games, and then we're gonna go to Bama dominance in the game, Georgia struggles, adjustments at half, the Georgia comeback, the freshman Ryan Williams, and the game takeaway. So the ranking coming in, Pooh, where were your dogs at, man? Coming in, where were your dogs at, man?
We was at number 2 coming in. Where we at now? I ain't seen the ranking.
I mean, yeah, coming in, y'all were number 2 in the nation. Y'all were really number 1 at one time. Yeah, y'all really was number 1 at one time. And I think after Texas win against
Texas beat Michigan.
Yeah,
they beat the boys in blue, right? Your blue, Jamie. They beat your boys.
I mean, like I said, everybody got to rebuild. We in a rebuilding year. But
understand, we ain't talking about Michigan though, man. We ain't talking about.
No. We talking about the rankings. What are the rankings now, though?
Hold up, we got to set it up, man. Alabama was number 6 starting out, won't we? Cause we jumped.
Y'all were number 4. Y'all were number 5. Then y'all dropped to 4. Then y'all came in by the 3rd week. Y'all was in number 4. Alabama been sitting kind of at number 4.
But it's safe to say when it comes to the NCAA setting it all up, that the teams from last year that were elite were in the midst of the top 10. Would y'all say that?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, and just for substance, where were the Michigan Wolverines at the beginning of the season?
We weren't even in the top 10. We were ranked number 11. Then we fell back to number.
No,
yes, we were. But we lost to Texas. We were number 10 or number 11. We weren't in the top. We were right there.
I'm saying, I'm talking about the beginning of the season.
At the beginning of the season, we were like number 10. We were number 10. They had
so y'all top 10.
Look at it. Oregon. No, we were number 10 or number 11. They had Oregon at number 9. Ohio State. Hold on. I can tell you the top 5 off the top. They had number 1 was Georgia. Number 2 was Ohio State. Number 3 was Alabama. Number let me see. No. 1 was 1 was Texas. 2 was Georgia. 3 was Ohio State. 4 was Alabama. What happened to my screen?
Huh?
Well, my screen got big. I'm just seeing myself.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Brother. Oh, no, you had a floor. That's why.
Okay. All right. So those 3 teams.
Yeah.
Number 4 was Alabama. Number 5 was Tennessee. Number 6 was Missouri. Number 7 was either Penn State or Oregon. And then like number 8, like I said, number 8 was Miami, wasn't it?
Don't get me the line.
Yeah, them teams. Like I said, Michigan was right on the end. And so when we lost, that dropped us off to number 18. And then we came back and beat USC, and it brought us back up to number 12.
Okay.
All right. Well, now the college rankings are Alabama number 1, Texas number 2, Ohio State number 3. You did say that, Pooh. Tennessee number 4, Georgia number 5, Oregon number 6, Penn State number 7, Miami, U of M, Miami number 8, University of Missouri number 9, and the Wolverines are number 10.
Why Miami dropped one?
Man, because they should have damn dropped.
They had a controversial win against Virginia Tech.
I mean, that's a rivalry though.
Yeah, but
they're not ranked.
And shouts out to Virginia Tech quarterback from Springfield, Massachusetts. Shouts out to him.
Hey, hold on,
all right, man.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
We got.
Go ahead.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the SEC in the top 10.
And how many teams are the Big Ten in the top 10?
Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3,
4.
3, 4. Yeah, 4.
And what did I tell you? I told y'all last year. There are 2.
What teams them is?
Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. Don't even got to look at it, cuz I know this. I do this.
Yeah.
Oregon's an add-on.
Ain't no add-on, dude.
Well,
my whole thing is
Oregon's an add-on.
Ain't no add-on. They ain't lost the game.
But bro, to be fair, Texas is an add-on for us too.
Yeah, and Oklahoma's an add-on. Missouri's an
Oklahoma been there a couple years. Oklahoma been there a couple years.
Just added with Texas. Oklahoma just added with Texas.
I meant Missouri, my bad. Missouri.
Yeah, I meant Missouri been in there long.
Missouri been there for a minute.
Missouri been in a minute since that boy Sam's the gay dude played for him. Sam's was playing.
How the hell you remember that?
Because he the only player out of Missouri that anybody remember. Who anybody out of Missouri other than that?
And he the only player that was defensive player of the year, co-defensive player of the year, didn't even make it to the NFL.
Exactly.
Now, he did make it. He got
drafted in the 7th round by Fisher, and he got cut.
and got cut.
He shouldn't have put all his business out there like that. Okay, let's stay on point. Let's stay on point, guys. What was some of the struggle you seen with Alabama in their South Florida game? What was some of the struggle you seen with Georgia in their Kentucky game? We're gonna start with you, Pooh.
Man, I don't want to talk about what the struggle was with South. I want to talk about this game. The struggle. Okay,
we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Okay, the struggle with South Florida with Alabama. Man, I can't even remember, bro. To be honest. I guess execution. They weren't executing. And then, of course, I remember with Georgia against Kentucky, we couldn't run the ball. We was getting out physical out the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, like I said, that Alabama South Florida game.
I thought to me in the South Florida game, I thought that they line was giving our line hell at our front four. We had some injuries on our line front four. I felt that their line was dominant over Bama line, giving us a lot of problems. What about you, James? Did you see those games?
Yeah, the games that I seen with Georgia and Kentucky. I'm gonna start off with that one. The Georgia Kentucky game was a highly competitive game. It was a physical defensive game.
Very physical.
That's one thing. And I think that people should really realize how serious Kentucky is. They got a coach named Bob Stoops, who's a defensive coordinator for Oklahoma, who goes hard every year. He does not get the talent at Kentucky due to the fact that they're a basketball school. But they always show up. They always have a good defensive team. So my whole thing is that they proved it yesterday against Ole Miss, and I don't think why everybody thinks Ole Miss is gonna be great because they got Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin is probably one of the most overrated coaches that ever was. When he was at Tennessee, he got ran out of Tennessee, he got ran out of USC, but he felt that he can make his way when he came back to Alabama and coached under the Wizard Nick Saban. So people think that he's great. Sarkisian the same way at Texas. So my whole thing is that Kentucky is a legitimate team. So when Georgia played Kentucky, people should not. I really think that the rankings should have swapped. I'm glad they didn't drop Georgia that far back because it was a great game against Alabama. And like Kirby Smart said, we will see them again. So, and my whole thing is that those two teams in South Florida struggles, you got to realize, man, when I seen South Florida line up against Alabama, I know there's one thing people can say anything they want to. I seen their whole defense was black, and all them boys out of South Florida, they ain't up but Miami kids, Florida kids who can play ball. They probably transfers from Miami, Florida, and all over the SEC that came there. So people got to realize that this team has talent. They're athletic, and my whole thing is that if you really want to get down to the whole basis of things, if you can, and I think Georgia demonstrated it yesterday in the second half. If you can get Alabama not to let them run side to side, but get them to run straight at you, then you can
say that comment. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get there. You probably good. Say that comment. Say that because we're about to get to the game. Say that comment, Negro.
Okay, I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, we're about to get into the game now. What I saw with the Georgia Kentucky game, and me and my brother talked about this, guys, and we put it on our last episode. I think this is a point that everybody forgot coming in. Georgia played a tough game and had a lot of injuries going into this game with Alabama. It was at least 7 injuries. I know Mikael Williams, the defensive end from Columbus, Georgia, he did not play that game. He was questionable leading all the way up to it. They had about 3 injuries on their defensive line, I think, off the rip, and the running back was hurt. The running back was hurt as well. So when you have pieces of your puzzle that's not available to you, that throws your whole plan off going into it. With that being said, Alabama defeated the Georgia Bulldogs 41-34. And Pooh, why was Alabama able to be so dominant, especially in that first half?
Momentum, man. Momentum. I think they was playing at home. I think they had a lot of energy. And of course, when you score back-to-back touchdowns, you get interception, things of that nature, and quick, you know what I mean? They got them real quick back-to-back. That just builds on energy. So that with that crowd behind them, it was just a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. It just went their way. And our guys was intimidated because, like we said, this was the first game that I can remember in recent time that we actually played in Tuscaloosa. Most of the time we played in the Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta, a neutral ground.
The neutral area.
Yeah. So they had this game in Tuscaloosa. crowd was rocking, man, and it was intimidating, man. So I think it took the Bulldogs a little bit longer, way too longer, to settle down into the game.
All right, Jamie, why do you think Bama was able to be so dominant in that first half?
Two reasons, I think. One reason is I'm gonna say this, and probably uh, a lot of people won't agree with it. I mean, I agree with Alabama fans on a narrative. I think that for this game and the game against South Florida, I think Nick Saban put his ingredients into these games without a doubt. Normally, I think he doesn't. I think that his wife, what's her name, Terry, she tried to keep him away from the stress. But I think for these two games, I seen him in the press box. In other games, he ain't been there. But I think this game, and nobody knows Kirby Smart more than who? The guy who he coached under, Nick Saban. I think that he put some ingredients in that game. And like Sean said, I think it was intimidating. And I also think that the way that the offense was ran, and like I said, if you can get Alabama to run straight at you
Hey man,
instead
we
of
talking
work,
about why Bama was
okay.
dominant. We ain't talking about
You
the
said
defense
you
yet.
said why
Stay on
you said
topic.
why the halves. You said what
No,
was the reason?
I didn't got to the second half yet. Why was
Okay, no,
Alabama
no, no,
dominant
no,
in
no,
the
no. I'm
first
not getting
half?
to the second half. You said why they jumped out.
You don't want to keep
Alabama
talking
could.
about the side shit. We gonna get there.
All right, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna save it. All right, okay. But like I said, I think Nick Saban put something in the mix and helped out the new coach. I really do, because my whole thing is that the aggressiveness of that first half and how they just started. That was like a prison yard brawl, and this nigga they was stabbing Georgia. They just went at him, rah rah rah. They just got at him, and Georgia had to take a minute, and Georgia was like, "Damn, let me sit back." And you know what I'm saying? And I got to give Kirby Smart all the respect. He was like, you know what? Like my sister Sandra always says, I give her this much credit. You can't eat a big meal all at once. You got to take small bites. That's what Kirby started doing.
Okay. I think I'm gonna hedge off what Pooh said. I think it was big momentum, man. You at home under the brick lights, bright lights, roll tide, big momentum, man. You know, once the tide got rolling, it was back to back to back to back. They did not have an answer for it. I felt that Beck was rattled. He threw 3 interceptions on the day. No, I want to say he threw 2 in the first half. I think he was rattled. They just couldn't get there. They couldn't just calm down and grasp the situation. The moment was too big for them. We have the rookie sensation.
I would say
Hey man,
that
he cut you off. Hey man, he
yes, you
cut you
did a
off,
million
man.
times.
Now,
Did a
you kept
million
saying
damn
the same because you kept saying the same thing over again about the defense. The defense going side to side. Yeah, but it was the moment, man. I think Alabama was more prepared for the moment, and with them being at home, you could tell that it seemed like they were settled way quicker than the Bulldog was. Pooh rebuttal.
Nah, I can't rebut. I mean, everything you said was true. Cause so there is no rebuttal to what you said. But I can also add that we
Okay.
had a lot of crucial drops, especially that first drive with number 11 down that sideline. That was a crucial drop because we score that touch on that first drive. You know, it quiets the crowd down and everything. So we had a lot of Carson Beck was shook, man. But
He
his
was, man. He
receivers
was
did not.
Carson Beck was nutting up.
The first half he was, and his receivers didn't help him by having crucial drops.
All right, rebuttal, Cuzzo.
Rebuttal, I can add on to it and I can disagree on it on one term. If it
How your
wasn't for
business?
a halftime and call halftime adjustments, the score would have been 64-9 because Alabama was rolling. Georgia came in there, like I was saying, with the small bites and how to chomp off something. They adjusted to what Alabama was doing on defense because what Alabama did was, in order to shake Beck, they were blitzing and they were putting a big front up. So my whole thing is that Georgia did the best halftime adjustments since the team called Michigan came in and did them with Harbaugh. Georgia did the best halftime adjustments I've seen in a team so far this year. They did some great halftime adjustments. That's why the score that's why the score was 35. That's why Georgia outscored Alabama in the second half by what, 28-5? 28-5 in the first?
I'm gonna let you moderate because you just go on where you want to go. We'll talk about Bama dominance.
You
That's the
asked
next
me.
subject. The next subject is readjustments I have. You ain't let me.
Damn.
You ain't let me
Well,
get.
you know what?
I was
I'm
gonna say.
sorry. I'm
Here
sorry.
go the motherfucking script. Now I'm gonna get a little
Okay,
niggerish
give me
now,
the
bro.
script. Give me the script that way I know because
I
I'm
already
just.
told you the
I
goddamn
told y'all he
script.
said the N-word, y'all. I told y'all he be
There
doing
you go.
that.
I just because
Oh
your
man,
little
my little
cousin,
cousin, hey, you need to
I'm
go check the
Nostradamus.
comments, bro.
I'm
You need to check the
Nostradamus.
comment. Listen,
I'm
Dr.
Nostradamus.
Damas,
You asked
but
me.
listen,
Okay,
no,
go
you
ahead.
need to go check the comment because somebody left an ugly comment about you. You the only one named James. I'm gonna
they say?
erase it, man. Man, you need to go read it, bro, before I erase it. I'm going to erase it, but I want you to
I
read it
don't know a
first.
screenshot. I don't know all that, but tell them they wrote
Hey,
something
man.
about
Hey,
me.
Pooh.
Did
Hey,
they
Pooh,
know?
go read
It
it.
was
It's on
somebody we know.
Facebook. Go to Facebook. I don't know who it is. Somebody said you had them shaking.
And
Hey man, I don't know if you know this person or not. I don't know somebody trolling you, man, but it's funny as hell. Readjustments at half, man. Bama win the half. It was 28-0 going into the half on it. If I'm not mistaken, it was 28-0. Alabama had the tide rolling. And you just had to figure sooner or later that the Bulldogs were gonna put the bun in the oven. You know, Kirby Smart was the best to do it, man. Out of the, two natties in the last 5 years, you had to know that the Bulldogs were gonna go dogs and put the bun in the oven and level this thing out again. But I did not know that they were going to come out like the way they did and actually put that pressure on Bama. And it looked like to me, man, like Bama do what Bama does sometimes. They got a little bit conservative, you know, going into the first half, start doing a little couple of bullshit trick plays. But what did you think surged Georgia's dominance leading into the second half? We're gonna start with you, Jamie.
Like I said earlier, halftime.
There you go. I know you want to say it. Look, I know you want to say it. I gave you the opportunity. I gave you the platform. Go on, say it. Go on, say it. Go on, say it, nigga.
Halftime adjustments and them having a coach who's been there before, and them kind of exploiting Alabama at their weaknesses. The same weaknesses you have are their strengths too. So, and then too, Alabama did so much, and like I was saying earlier, when you were talking about Alabama got gassed. They got gassed. They were tired, and Georgia exploited it. Georgia exploited them being tired, and like I said, it was a tale of two, like the tale of two cities. It was a tale of two halves, and Georgia was dominant with the 28-5, how they ran it. And then Beck, like I said, they picked up on the blitzes that Alabama was doing, and they picked up on the coverage Alabama was doing, and they exploited it. And Beck started picking away that zone. He started picking it away, picking it away, picking it away. So my whole thing is that Beck proved to me that he's a great quarterback. He proved to me yesterday. And
Do you think that's gonna be a problem for Bama moving forward about them defensively and really offensively not being able to make the adjustments to
no,
a elite
no,
team?
no. My whole thing is that the way that I felt that Nick Saban had something to do with that game because that was not the same coach that coached some other games that coached that game. That was not the same coach. I don't care. That was not DeBoer style. That aggressive attacking mode. That's a SEC Nick Saban team. That's a Bama Southern Roll Tide get at you. That was the whole way they played. You never seen DeBoer even play like that at Washington. So I'm like, no, I don't. I think that,
Remember, Pooh, I said it was some different plays being played though.
like I
Wait,
said,
let's get your spell.
the way they played, no. Mm-mm. The way that, yeah, go ahead.
Georgia dominance, Pooh. What did you see?
Well, like piggyback what Jamie said, the second half we definitely made defense adjustments. First of all, we because Miro and some of the other guys, man, they were killing us on the edges. We weren't setting the edge. So the second half, we definitely went a little bit wider. We took them to the sideline when they tried to come around the corner. So I think that was some of the biggest thing. We cut down their big explosive plays that they was doing, and we kind of contained Miro on the run game too. And as for the offense, I think Beck settled down, man. He settled down. Our receivers start making they start catching the ball. And our running back, ETM, he did pretty good. No, the line was blocking better. So that was basically what it was, man. We set the edge. That was killing us in the first half. Because the more run plays you do, it opens up the pass game. So if we can't
There you
stop the
go.
run, If we
There you
couldn't
go.
stop the run, then now we bringing people in the box. Now the pass play is gonna be open. So we stopped the run, like Jamie said. We set the edge. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? We could have also then adjusted to the pass game. You know what I'm saying? Bama kind of became predictable once we set the edge and stopped the run game. So and Carson Beck settled down, man, and he like I said, he was more accurate. He had a little bit more time to throw, less jitters. So that's what basically happened, man.
Okay. Carson Beck was 27 for 50 with 439 yards. I was on social media. I would see what people were saying. Everybody was saying, pull him, pull him, pull him. Do you think that was the right thing to pull him early, or do you think leaving him in the game got Georgia in a deeper hole?
Ooh. Man, I don't know who Alfredo is. I just seen this shit. It's a troll. Hopefully. I must have been in another world. I must have been on that Molly reading that on that Molly when I did that. But
oh, you talking about that comment?
Yeah.
Nah, you talking about that comment?
Yeah.
I must have been on that Molly from that troll doing that one. I know I do massages for $50. Damn.
But he said you got to feel like a glazed donut. But anyway, Poster, do you think Kirby Smart did the right thing early on, leaving Beck in? Remember that game between Georgia back in the day? We pulled Jalen Hurts and put 2 in and came back. Do you think they should have pulled back, or you think they did the right thing, Pooh?
Right thing.
In hindsight, they did the right thing. Because first of all, that wasn't a national.
You was yelling for them to pull back too for a little while.
I was finna say that. I was definitely, because he was shook. You always seen he was rattled. So I'm like, well, man, maybe we need to change the quarterback. But Rowe was right. He need to stay in the game and go through this.
He rode that storm.
And he rode the storm and he got better. So you're right, bro. At first, because he was throwing the ball to y'all, literally. You know what I'm saying?
Rode the storm.
A simple second level pass. He was straight lining the ball, and it was goddamn in the pass.
But like I said, cause it was a tale of two halves. That man came out there, and I don't know what Kirby Smart told him, but you could tell his whole mindset had changed from that first half to that second half, and he was just determined. He was picking up, and the way that I was saying that, he proved to me he's a good quarterback. The way he was picking that zone defense apart, and the way he was dropping that ball, I'm like, ooh, he was dropping some dimes.
He could have did that in the first half, but like I said, he wasn't dropping the ball. He was trying to streamline the ball.
Yes.
And Bama, like you said, they in the zone. Oh, they didn't have to jump. They could put the arms in there.
Exactly. So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
So my whole
dropping the ball in there.
I think another elephant in the room that a lot of people are not talking about is Georgia in the second half was 5 for 5 on 4th down. Albeit the referees helped them out a couple times on a couple of them 4th downs.
No,
but being 5 for 5, bullshit. But being 5 for 5 on 4th down and being able to continue the drive really helped the Bulldogs. They were playing Lane Kiffin type ball, going for it on 4th down, and not to mention, man, they killed Bama on big play. That's why I felt, and I know, shout out to Wayne, shout out to BB Weezy. BB Weezy was like, don't get on our secondary. Our secondary got torched on the big plays in the second half. Time after time, Georgia literally scored back-to-back twice on big plays. So
you gotta look at this right here, right? You gotta look at this right here. Sorry to interrupt you. You gotta look at this right here. The reason that y'all secondary got torched was one thing, and I told you, y'all got gas. They was tired.
No, they were subbing good because they kept bringing shot of Darius Red Morgan from Alabama. Him Georgia, 13, number 2. They was bringing them boys in. Them boys were not torched. It might have been.
That play that Georgia scored on did the game within 5 points. I don't think
it was so much the defense as it was the defense that was being called.
Listen, that second play when Georgia got within 5 points, he outran y'all safety who was supposed to come over top. That just means
that's tired. One play. Y'all had about 4 big catches. I know almost that was back to back. And that could have been on what the defenses were being called
like said,
too.
That's the key what you said, man. We were catching the ball. Versus, like I said, that first half, a lot of drop. Second half, we was catching the ball, man. Tell the 2 halves, like Cuz said, first half, these jokers were dropping the ball. Second half, they was catching it, man. and Beck, like I said, was less shook. That's really what it was, man.
I mean, and you can speak on this point too, Sean. The second half, this is crazy. The second half in football is indicative, and it was so funny to me when I was watching the offensive line play, and how Alabama getting a lot of penetration on blitzes and getting through. The second
Right?
half, number
Yeah.
55, the center for Georgia, was calling them blocks so beautifully in the blitzes
Yeah.
and the zone blocking that
Yeah, he had more time.
and Beck had more time to throw the ball. And
Right?
it goes back, and I'm not trying to bring up dirty laundry, but it's a good thing for me. It goes back to when Michigan played Alabama and how Michigan sacked Melroy 6 times in the first half. And the center, and y'all want to murder that center. The center was calling them blocks. I watched the YouTube special. The center was calling them blocks, but the guard wasn't chipping off on number 55 for Michigan, and he was blowing them up. And that's why he got mad and got frustrated. And that's why that man is a starter at
Hey, man, you
Ohio State
always try
right
to
now.
bring up Michigan, man. We ain't talking about that shit right now, Sharif.
I'm bringing up offensive line play. I'm bringing up offensive line play. And I'm bringing up how Georgia center made the adjustments and that Alabama couldn't get to him anymore. That was great offensive line play. The same way I'm trying to tell you, Alabama had a good offensive lineman at that center spot. That man right now signed an NIL deal. He's at Ohio State. You know that?
We know he at. Yeah,
Yeah, he's at
we know
Ohio
we at.
State. And when you speak in the
Mm-hmm.
secondary, and the reason I said your boy was getting out gas is the same secondary man y'all had. He was a Michigan player, dog. He got out gas a couple of plays when that Georgia boy ran right past him.
The same dude who got our gas made the game-saving interception too. To me,
Okay, it
I'm not
called
gonna say
time. It
game-saving
called time. It
because
called timeouts. And you saying people cheating? People resting for cramps, saying they hurt. What the Alabama players were doing.
everybody do that. Everybody does that.
So
How
like I
big of a game
said,
do you
man,
think this was for the fans, Jamie? When it comes to Alabama versus Georgia, we share the same border. You got folks in the same household going for different teams. How big of a game do you think this was for the fans?
I think it was a great game for everybody in the South region, and I think that the major reason for that sucker running for president was there is because he he wanted to grasp that and he wanted to get that whole good old boy Southern thing, and that's why I don't like to do it because he tries to write a narrative of doing stupid stuff, and he ain't fighting for Alabama 2 electoral votes. He wants y'all state. He wants Georgia. That was a state that you remember the last election, the
Hey
Democrats
man,
won
what that
because
got to do with the fans, man? You
this
know
is what
what?
I'm getting at. Listen to your
Don't talk
cuz.
about him.
Listen to your cuz. Listen.
I'm listening to you.
The reason it's for the fans and good for the fans, if you got a chump like that coming down there to be that, what you think you're there for? The fans. It's good. The fans are voters. So of
Man,
course if he
They showed him one time, bro, on TV. Literally.
no. Go to Fox News and you'll see. They
I'm
showed
talking about
him,
the
Hank
game.
Williams. They showed him, Hank Williams Jr. and what's the other one? Kid Rock. Yeah,
What do you think
yeah.
the game was for the fans, Booster?
I think it was an epic showdown, man, of two powerhouses out of the mighty SEC, where everything just
Oh
means
man,
more, man.
Big
Everything just means more in the epic in
Big
the
Ten had the
SEC,
last win, baby.
huh?
Big Ten had the last win. But go ahead.
Okay, Big Ten had the last win. That's good. That's good. But like I said, we talking about this game for the
I
fans.
got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a good game on Saturday night. A lot of barbecues. You know what I'm saying? I had to work, so I was driving through the city. A lot of gatherings, a lot of family
Yes.
together. I smoked a lot of grills, a lot of good food, a lot of alcohol being sold, and a lot of good time. I want to check the
No
news.
and no
I don't
violence.
call nobody getting shot or
No
anything, man. So
violence.
no violence. It was good family fun football that we needed in the South, man. And it was a good game. It started off real rocky, but I'm proud of my Georgia boys for making it a game. I did expect them to win. I'm a Georgia boy. bro, I already know what I did. I ain't gonna put it because I don't want niggas all in my
What about that?
inbox
What
and all
about that? Well, hold on. What about that cat right there? He from Georgia. Why he all over here room for Alabama? I don't want to hear that you were born. Nigga, you been in Georgia. I don't want to hear you born.
He always been in Alabama. He was born in Alabama. I gotta give him props. No, he
Nigga, I'm
always
born
been
in
Alabama,
Massachusetts.
man.
You see, I'm a UMass fan. I can't hear nothing he's saying. Tell him to turn his mic on.
Can't hear you.
Turn your mic.
There you go.
Alabama born, but I was Georgia raised.
Hey, look just because
Can I
you was
speak on the
born.
game? What I think
grandbaby.
This is my
hey,
son,
little
man.
grandbaby.
This is my son. If he can have him at 50, I can have him too. Damn it.
You ain't had no damn baby.
This my baby. Who he look like?
He like your son who just walked in the door with it holding him. I saw him in the background.
This one of my grandbaby. This Noah. Say what's up, Noah.
Hey Noah. What's going on, little Noah? I think
I'm sorry. This is Dallas.
Dallas, your old ass the heck got dementia. You forgot you forgot his name.
Both of them here.
Yeah, you forgot his name. Dallas.
Madea called us every name under the sun.
Sure did. What I think the game was, man, I think this was a game for the culture. We literally in our state of Columbus, our city of Columbus, we had kids from on both teams. Kids from Georgia, kids on Alabama. I'm like Pooh. I was out in town today, man. I mean, not even on the town, but just social media. Our friends and family and folks you rock with, they saying F Georgia, F Alabama, but everybody fun with it. They having fun. I mean, it just seemed like for a little while, you just forgot about your troubles. Everybody was focused on this game. Not only just the game, the anticipation building up, the build up. You just seen through the course of the week, people just taking shots at each other, people making their bets. You know what I'm saying? I made some bets. Shout out to Los. I hit Los for the 40 pack. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a game for the ages. And keep in mind, guys, during the regular season, Alabama and Georgia hardly ever even play each other. We don't never see each other until the SEC championship.
So cuz, how do you feel about the aligning of the conferences and this being that big?
I was just finna kind of speak on that. I was saying this is a gauge game. I think this is a gauge game for everybody watching. Don't you think Texas wasn't watching? Don't you think Tennessee wasn't watching? Penn State and Ohio State, they were watching because this is a gauge game. I don't think it's gonna hurt neither one of the teams. If they can both run the gauntlet, they're gonna be in that playoff coming in the wintertime.
I think that when you name the top 10 teams, it might be one fall out of here, one fall out of there. But I think out of those top 10 teams, I think out of the SEC team, I think the team that's going to get dropped is going to be Missouri. I think Missouri going to get out of there. I think when Alabama get them, I think they're going to get dropped. Tennessee might can stay, but just like the old saying, the SEC always beats up on itself. It's definitely gonna be on that. And like I tell them, the Big Ten beats up on itself. It's gonna be the same thing, but it like you said, it makes for good football, and it makes for like the whole weekend was good football, man. The whole weekend.
It really was.
I mean,
I agree.
Was the Miami Virginia Tech game.
Good game, and we're gonna do a quick recap at the end. I just want to go through. Can you pull up Georgia's schedule? I'm gonna pull up our schedule. I'm on my other app. So coming up next, Alabama. We got
Hold up, man. I ready to cut you off, and I don't know if it's in the cards, but we got to talk about it, man. We have to talk about the Heisman candidate in Jalen Milroe. How he just put on a show.
He did.
Number 2, that young boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it
Ryan Williams.
Man,
but when you talk about the Heisman though, when you talk about the Heisman though, you gotta go down to that bottom with them Luke boys and go for them award. He put on a show the other night.
True, but I'm just saying.
True that.
Using 4 people in a race, right? Milroe has inserted himself in the race.
Without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? He's in there. He's solidified in there.
He's there.
You got to put him in there.
Like the group from Montgomery said, small time. He's certified. He certified himself.
He's certified.
I'm just gonna let me see if I can pull up. Go ahead, pull. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the stats. Miro was.
I like Miro.
20.
Man,
you right.
Boy, I got to give him his prop. We got to talk about him, man. The man.
And I know,
yeah,
and I know Travis Hunter's name was in there, but Miro last night he looked incredible. He was 27 for 33, 374 yards, 2 tutties in the air, 2 tutties on the ground. I mean, he was phenomenal. Ryan Williams, 6 receptions for 177 yards. They got to be in the conversation. I troll Dion and I troll the Buffs. Truth be told, Travis Hunter is a phenomenal player. He's a generational player.
Oh, he's in there too.
The level of competition that Alabama faced last night. Yeah, exactly.
No. I'm saying Travis Hunter is faking weaker competition out there in the West.
Exactly. You're not playing. We played Georgia, man. Arguably the #1 team in the damn nation.
But
we played Georgia, man, and we still had defense in school.
Both sides of the ball.
I'm asking both of y'all this one. I'm asking you both this one question. Both of y'all. Both this one question. Do you think now? We talking about the freshman is 17 years old, and we seen it happen with Judkins, who was the freshman of the year at Ole Miss. Do you think that Alabama gonna pay that boy that much money that he gonna be getting offered to leave? Because he gonna get offered. He gonna get a bag thrown at him.
Yes.
Yes.
Gonna pay that man. Yes.
They're gonna pay him though. Yeah, they're gonna like they paid Miro. Now we know through back channels, Miro think about going back home for a little while, goddamn. But don't talk about that. When they bitched Miro last year, you don't think Texas was trying to reel them back in? So money definitely like you said, Jamie, money is part of the game right now. I think Alabama gonna pay what they need to pay to keep the pieces of the puzzle together, man.
It's gonna be Miro.
This Miro last year, all right.
Yeah. I love college football right now because of the NILs, what we was talking about earlier, because it makes it more competitive now, man. It's bringing a whole new spectrum. Like me and you was talking about on Blue. Me and you was talking about earlier on how like it makes the average team better, and elite team.
Guys,
what's up?
What up? Hello?
What happened?
Oh no!
No, you have blanked out for us. Yeah, you have blanked out for a second.
It makes them elite teams, and it kind of brings back that old feel of football when we was young, like when teams like SMU had like Craig James and Eric Dickerson, and you had teams. I mean, we know they all been paying them. Like like Auburn.
You're 47 years old. You don't remember no goddamn Eric Dickerson.
Nigga, I remember. Look here. I remember Eric. Nigga, look. I remember Eric Dickerson because I wanted them thick ass glasses, my nigga. I remember that nigga. Nigga, I remember Eric Dickerson.
Remember Eric Dickerson in college?
Huh?
I did not remember that nigga in college, boss.
But I'm saying it's bringing back them old times for when those teams.
I remember them glasses though, the thick glasses.
They were making these teams. They are making these teams competitive. I mean, perfect example. You gotta go back to the 70s when the last time you heard a pick with Eric with Tony Dorsett, with all them dudes, Hugh Green and all them cats. They were paying.
Man, I bet you if you go look at the top 10 back in 2002, 2003, most of these teams we talking about now were probably on that, man. I bet you over 50% was, man.
It's a whole.
I got the schedule pulled up, bro. I got the schedule pulled up when you ready.
You had the big schools.
Let's run through Georgia's schedule real quick, man. We got to go. We got to go to run through Georgia's schedule real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll run down the scores.
All right.
What y'all got?
So this is the gauntlet that goddamn Georgia got to run through. We got Auburn. That's a rivalry game. That shit ain't sweet. I know they just lost to Oklahoma.
So y'all got Auburn next? Y'all got Auburn next?
No. We played them in Georgia. We played them in between the hedges. And then we got Mississippi State.
So y'all got Auburn next.
Y'all play Auburn next?
Auburn next. And then we got Mississippi State next. Both of them SEC games. Both of them at home. We should win them games. And then after that, we got Texas in Texas. Oh, my Lord.
Woo.
Oh, my Lord.
Hey, does Alabama play Kentucky?
Huh?
Does Alabama play Kentucky?
Nah, but check it out. But then after that, we got Florida, another rivalry game. I know Florida 2-2, they reckon ain't all that. That's another rivalry. And then we got Ole Miss and Mississippi
and Oxford.
And then after that, we got Tennessee.
That's gonna be the game I want to watch right there.
We got them, man. That's a gauntlet, man.
That's a gauntlet, man. So let me run through this.
All them games.
I think Alabama. I think we looking good. So we got Vanderbilt next. They 2-2. After that, we on the road at Vanderbilt. We got South Carolina at home. South Carolina 3-1. Then we got on the road. We got Tennessee. Tennessee is now ranked number 4. After that, we got Missouri at home, and then we in Death Valley against LSU. They're ranked number 13. And then we got a sleeper game against Mercer, and then we on the road again at Oklahoma, and then we finish out the season with the Tigers. So
Y'all
I mean,
y'all got a cupcake schedule.
I ain't gonna say it's cupcake. We gotta go to Death Valley. We gotta go to Tennessee. Tennessee ranked number 4.
Y'all got only
the hell
two
you
teams
talking
y'all
about?
gotta play. Y'all gotta play
It's
Missouri
Tennessee and LSU. That's two good teams.
Y'all will smoke LSU. Chip Kelly ain't shit.
Oklahoma too. Oklahoma top
Pooh
20
know that.
team.
Pooh know that.
Oklahoma
Chip Kelly
top
ain't
20
shit.
though. Son.
Oklahoma almost got slid by damn Auburn yesterday, man. You know that. Y'all got a cup.
Another
Only team I see
SEC
that y'all
team.
gotta play. Only team y'all gotta play is gonna be Tennessee. Y'all will be there at the end of the year. I mean, y'all got past half of your tough test.
All right, man. Last subject, just for my friend and me, like we gotta talk about it. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs went down to Central Florida and gave Gus Malzahn, whatever his name is, and his Florida, they call themselves the Knights. Are they the Knights? Central Florida Knights?
Yeah.
A shellacking. What was it? 41-28 or some shit like that? Or I don't know exact score.
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game?
I very much so watched the game.
It was closer than what the score said.
It was 48-21.
It was closer to what the score said.
Hell no, it wasn't, man. I saw a big play. I saw a big play after big play by the Buffs. They were favored to lose this game, and they went down there and handled business.
They were favored to lose.
Yeah, they were favored to lose. Albeit Central Florida ain't a top 25 team. But they was favored to win. I think this was a statement game. I must admit, I'm a man. I stand on business. Deion and them are doing better than I thought they would do.
I agree with that.
They're in the Big 12 now. I think they got some conference games coming up. I think that's where the real test is. I'm not sold yet. He's proven me wrong thus far because I thought they would probably be 3-2 by now. But they finna do some conference play, and that's where it's gonna get tough at. So we'll see if they can continue to shot. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you a big part of that game. Shador was 28 for 35 for 290 yards. That's the average game for him. We know the guy's special. They ran for 128 yards.
That's better than what they've been doing.
That's where the game was won at. They run game. Because they run game has
in the trenches.
Non-existent. In the trenches.
Facts.
So by them being able to run the game and defense, still had explosive USC team down to 21 points. And they was a 14.5-point underdog. That says a lot, man. And they 4-1, man. The over and under for the season is 5.5. They 4-1, man.
Well, I want him to go bowling, man, real bad. I want him to make it to that next level for him to go bowling. And I mean, Deion good for the culture, man. Even
what
though
you mean go bowling? That shit. What you mean go bowling?
They got 2 more games in order to go to a bowl game.
Okay.
I want them to go bowling.
I know what you mean by go bowling. Okay.
Yeah, I want them to go bowling. They got 2 more games to get to a bowl game. My whole thing is that I think if you look at the whole thing of what old boy said last year, who was a Kentucky transfer to Colorado, old boy from Wetumpka, Alabama named Smoke. If Deion would highlight his better players instead of trying to get Shador to the NFL, the team would do a lot better. That's
it. Man, fuck that. Fuck that.
Nah, it's real. It's real.
Don't play on the field.
No, cuz my whole thing is look. I'm gonna break this down to you about Tennessee. I mean about Colorado. The whole Colorado team is built around Shador. It's built around the passing game.
Quarterback.
Look, hold on. Your offensive linemen are not even run blocking offensive linemen. They pass protectors. That's why they can't run the ball effectively. And you're trying to highlight them to get them to the NFL. As a coach, you got to have one interest. That's to win. So my whole thing is that he's coaching his son without a doubt. I want him to get to the NFL, but you also got to coach to win, not coach your son in order to get him into a first round. Go ahead.
But goddammit, they 4-1, so he is coaching. He's coaching to win. And if you are offensive lineman, I mean, come on now, you're an offensive lineman. He's putting you on the grand stage. He's putting you on Fox and prime time. It's up to you to shine.
No, it's what you out there. It's
he's
it's
putting
the
the
offensive
eyes on
lineman.
you.
It's the offensive lineman you go out to get, just like the NFL. Offensive linemen are built to whatever the team is intending on doing. If the team is a running team, you're gonna get some gravel pushing, bulldozing ass linemen. You're gonna get some big thick niggas who gonna run. If your team is a throwing team, you get some lean, athletic people, linemen who can move the ball and who gonna protect the
They're a
quarterback.
throwing team. They're throwing
So
team.
my whole thing is he got a bunch of offensive linemen that are built for pass protection. That's cool. And the reason that they're doing good now, and the reason they're doing better is his son has came into his own as a quarterback. I see more zip on the ball. I don't see him just laying the ball out there. I see more zip on the ball. I see him getting that ball out there in a hurry. So therefore, he's gonna be a first rounder. He's gotten a lot better. That's why the team has gotten better.
Exactly. You really made my point. I'm just saying, if you're an offensive lineman, if you're a running back or a tight end or something,
the team is suited
it
for the
ain't up
pass.
to prime to call you out or whatever to get you. No, he's putting you on the grand stage, so your play is going to get you noticed.
Nah, he ain't play certain player. That man at Kentucky was a starter at Kentucky as a running back. So you saying an SEC running back can't go to no Big 12 and get on a grand stage and run that ball? Hell no, that nigga Alabama boy. That boy from Wetumpka. That boy made out the dirt. That boy can run.
Ooh.
He just smoke. He played for Colorado. Came out of Kentucky. He started for Kentucky as running back.
I thought he was from Ohio State.
No, Smoke came from Kentucky. He's from Alabama.
He played for him now. He played for him now.
No, he graduated. He left. His mom.
What you talking about? Somebody want you to play with him then.
The only reason I know about this story, man, is from last year. His mama was all Colorado. I'm Facebook friends with her. She was all Colorado. Glad her son went there. Soon as he went to Colorado from Kentucky, that nigga got benched.
You should have went to Colorado then. That was a bad business.
You shouldn't have fell for the hype. Exactly.
My whole thing is that you went to a throwing. You're right. It was a bad business deal because he went to a throwing team.
Exactly. Real quick.
Okay, real quick.
Colorado got 7 games left. Only 2 of them going to be ranked. Only 2 of them going to be ranked.
Who the next game?
Hold on, let them run us down. You said they got how many games left?
They got Kansas State next. That's a big game. They number 20. If they can beat Kansas State, they may be. You know what I'm saying? They fall to the top 25. You know what I'm saying? And then they got Arizona. They not ranked. Then they got Cincinnati. They not ranked. Then they got Texas Tech. They're not ranked. But then after that, they got Utah. They currently ranked at 18. So they only got 2. Then
Utah lost yesterday.
Kansas. Huh?
Utah must have lost yesterday.
I don't know. They currently ranked 18. Them looking.
Utah was ranked number 10 yesterday.
They lost. They lost to Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost.
Don't Prime. You said Prime got to play Arizona, don't he?
Yeah, they got to play Arizona too.
Arizona must got something. They got something.
They got Kansas and Oklahoma State. So I'm with you, man. Cuz I think they can go bowling, like how you put it.
I want them to go bowling, man.
They can go bowling this season.
Well, one thing about it, guys, we are going to fight.
Now, do you
think? Fuck around and what? Hold up, fuck around and what now?
They make the college playoff. That'll really make you mad.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They are not, man. You're stretching it now. You're stretching it now.
Before y'all both go, I'm asking you a question. If he makes the college playoffs, and Shador graduates, is he staying at Colorado?
No.
He's out of there. Yeah, he gone.
Get that Florida State job open up. He gone.
Yeah, he gone.
Okay.
I think that's the only school he leaves for.
I think that he ain't. Now my goal, my mind might be a little bit crazy. I think he ain't thinking about that. I think that nigga try to get to the NFL, man.
No, I think he tries to stay in college. You think so? Mr. Massachusetts, final takeaway from the Georgia-Alabama game. Make it quick.
Great game, good for the culture, like y'all said. Brought families and friends together. It's good for this area that don't get enough sunshine because all the crazy stuff that go on. So it was good for everything, but it's still go blue, nigga. You know, call us a champion. University of Michigan, best of all time.
Final word, bro.
Great game, man. Georgia showed resilience, man. Go Dogs. Shout out to my boy Miro, man. I fuck with you, boy. But go Dogs.
There you go. I like that.
Great game. With me being involved in media, and filming players on the high school level and seeing them evolve into the college arena is a great thing. I saw Ryan Williams when he was at Saraland. I saw Rodarius Morgan when he was at Central, and to see both of them boys start for Alabama Crimson Tide, my favorite team, it was a great thing. Great ball game. Georgia showed resilience. They showed you why you never give up, why you have faith in your coach, faith in the game plan. And hey, man, there was a player way of tying the game up. So great game. I would love to see them do it again. You know, if fate has it, when they do the big dance in the SEC championship, I would love to see it. And with that being said, what's going on?
Shout out. How many players on Georgia and Alabama came out of the Columbus, Phoenix City area?
Okay, so I know we got Mikael Williams, and I know somebody I know I'm gonna miss one, but I know we got Mikael Williams from Georgia, that played for Georgia. I know we got Rodarius Morgan from Central. We got my boy Big Elijah Pritchett, number 57, offensive tackle, straight from Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
And those are the three I know off the top of my head. I want to say it's another boy who I'm not saying that from Georgia. I don't know if he's a starter, but all those boys are primetime players. They're starters.
And how many came to 4.0 fitness? Shout it out.
All of those boys have been to 4.0. Every last one. Appreciate you, Jamie. Look, but all of them have been to 4.0. But Mikael has never been to my gym. But I did a football camp with Mikael this year at Otis Spencer Stadium in Columbus, Georgia. Had a great time with Mikael and his family. I did a lot of work with his pops. Shout to John. Different things for the school. I think his daughter plays at Hardaway. Done thing with him. So we all one group around here, man. CGY Sports, BROvsBRO Podcast. We are drenched in the city. I've done a live interview with Elijah Pritchett. I might just drop it on CGY Sports today. I did a sit-down interview with him. Red has came here a couple times. I did an interview with Rodarius Morgan right here, right behind me where I'm at now. So we are drenched when it comes to these athletes in the city. And athletes in the city, I'm talking to you real quick. Let me talk to my athletes. If you want exposure, if you want highlights, hey, don't fuck with them other niggas, man. Come highlight the GOAT, man. I will put you on. I will give you exposure. You will be seen by thousands of people coming to highlight the GOAT, man.
Hold on. Tell me you three-dimensional with this. Tell me you three-dimensional.
We three-dimensional with this thing, man. We got the gym, we got the video, we got the camera. We are the solution.
Exposed, and you can work them out and keep them in shape at the same time.
Man, I already know what the fuck going on, man. That shot saw that. I already know what's going on, show the shit. What is all love, man? CGY Sports, man. We are 15 years in the game. We started filming when my son was 4 years old. He's about to turn 20. So that's just how long we've been in.
Man, you forgot one thing, man. And
what we forgot, man?
Nigga, it's baseball season, man. You got to put
man, we ain't talking about no damn baseball now, man.
Y'all Braves fans?
The Braves, nigga. The Braves.
He rock with the Braves.
Them Braves.
I like the Pirates.
Thank you.
I like the Florida Marlins, man. I like the Yankees, man.
You
I like the Yankees, man.
No, we gonna
I like the Yankees, man.
We gonna put this in play, man. You gotta be a baseball fan for one thing, man. That nigga I got tatted right there on that arm, Sweet Flowers, LA Dodgers. Love you, granddaddy, and that keep it moving.
Oh, he's a Dodger fan.
If you're a black man, you gotta be a Dodgers fan, my nigga. Come on.
This what happened when you get your blood cousin on the show. He just start talking about everything else.
You got to be a Dodgers fan. That's for the culture.
Hey man, we about to log off. I'm gonna let you log off, say your name and say goodbye.
I love y'all niggas in Columbus, all the family all over the globe, from Massachusetts to Alabama to Florida to Ohio to Detroit. I love y'all. It's been great talking to y'all. Do it again. Go blue. Tell on Buck, keep being that deacon and stay in church. He could have came on his podcast.
It's the GOAT Coach T Flow.
This your boy Shine Pot, man.
This Mr. Mass.
You.
Love y'all. Peace.
And thank you for watching the BROvsBRO Podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye, man.